My name is Allie and I'm here with my client Tammy. She is going to be getting a partial highlight. She has very fine hair. It has previously been colored with colorants over old highlights, but now we're just looking to add some brightness back to her color. So I'm going to go in with Oxycure Platin and 10 volume just to throw in some brightness more around her face and the sides than anywhere. So from this point of the video on, I am going to be doing a voiceover just because the audio quality with my camera wasn't as good as I had hoped. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to continue going up the sides of Tammy's hair in diagonal back sections to make sure that she gets a very natural look and that whenever she pulls her hair back, she's not going to have harsh lines of highlights, and it looks as natural as possible. And we'll just speed it up a little bit here because I'm sure we don't need to see the whole process. Everybody has seen people put in foils. So this part here, once I did the two sides, I move over to the back of the head and I like to place just a couple foils a little bit over the crown of the head. I like to take thin horizontal sections and weave the pieces just to provide a good coverage over all parts of the back. There is nothing worse than whenever you get a partial foil and you end up not having the foils back far enough and it kind of looks like the entire back got missed. So I'm just making sure I get Tammy the results that she was after, because I know it is super important for her to be as blonde as possible. If you notice, Tammy's hair here is a little bit thin. She unfortunately just spent about 4.5 months in the hospital. She had to have her leg amputated due to an infection. So previously we did do a Goldwell scalp treatment on her to really kind of get her hair back into the health that it needed to be for her to be able to get highlights in the first place. She came to me that day and she was like, please let me get highlights. And after assessing her scalp, I knew it wouldn't have been in the best interest of her hair to proceed with that first. So we did that and had her come back in about a week so that we could check on her scalp, and it was good to go. Here I am just pulling out the pieces along the front of her hairline so that I can make sure she has some nice brightness around her face. Previously, Tammy was completely platinum blonde, and before she went into the hospital, she came in and was like, I need this more low maintenance. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be there. So I went in and used a colorant that matched her natural to get her to be as close as possible. So what I'm doing here, I'm starting on the top section of her head. Whenever I do the foils along the top portion, where typically we'd have your mohawk section, I do like to take diagonals. That way we're limiting how stripy it's going to look, and it gives a more natural look as well as an easier grow out. Because with Tammy being a little bit less mobile than normal, I just want to make sure that her results last for her. All right, here I have her foils after they've been rinsed out, and I'm going to go ahead in with Goldwell Gloss Tones. For her hair, I did use the 10 PN and 10 BN with the Gloss Tones Developer. And I went through and let that process for 10 minutes. I know she likes to be as light and bright as possible, and I really wanted to make sure she had what she needed. So when we go in for the haircut, I always like to spray the hair with the quick blow dry spray. And she had just recently had a haircut. Don't mind my sister in the background. So we just went in with quick trim. She does like to have long layers, so we make sure that we keep her layers. And we're just trying to get any of those ends off that could make her hair look less full, especially with the amount of hair that she had lost from being in the hospital. She's a little conscious about that. So whenever I go in for styling, I unfortunately messed up whenever I started recording this. I missed showing me spraying the product in the hair. I thought I hit record and I didn't. I was using the Carasilk Fixed spray, and I'm just doing my signature flat iron curls. I know for me, I seem to have the best results, like the softest look, whenever I use my flat iron. And my clients just rave about them. Oh, look, there, I showed the product. So this here is our final result. As you can see, it's very soft and we don't have any visible harsh lines. Tammy was thrilled. She felt more like herself again, and it was so nice being able to help put a smile on somebody's face, especially someone as sweet as her that absolutely deserved it. Her hair's so pretty. I hope you enjoyed seeing a more in-depth view of the things that I do at Salon Fresco. Be sure to follow me, and I will see you at the salon.